Justice League, the Flashpoint Paradox. How'd you like it? I got mine. July 30th on Blu-ray, combo pack, DVD, on demand for download, anywhere and everywhere you want it. Later on, I'll sell this to the highest bidder. What do you say we bring out the panel? What do you think? You guys want me?
Yeah!
That's what I say. All right. You like the new look? Because those are character designs by Phil Barassa.
Woo!
You want an action scene directed? You call Jay Oliva. That's all he gets for those action scenes.
Woo!
The guy with the hole in his head. Come on. How about an 8-time Emmy Award winner? You know her, you love her, you've heard every doggone word she's ever recorded. Andrea Romano.
Woo!
She takes good direction. How about words to film? Not an easy trick. Jim Krieg. Bring out Jim Krieg out there. Appropriately dressed. And our producer, you saw Superman Unbound, now you're adapted into Flashpoint. Where is he? James Tucker. This was a voice cast that I adored. You had to have loved the voices in this. Am I correct? Then we bring out Superman himself, the legacy, the man from the Daily Show, the funny or the Daily Show that you catch on the internet all the time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google search Daily, D-A-L-Y Show, superheroes, and you'll never stop laughing. Sam Daly. You'll get that more later. We have never really had an Aquaman before, fully cast for a full episode, for a full film, and we have one now, Carrie Elwes. As villains go, I always loved Jimmy Woods doing the Owlman, but I think I got a new favorite on the villain trail. C. Thomas Howell. Tommy, come on out. This guy got off work today and raced his butt down here in the traffic through Del Mar and everything else. We had to fight like the Dickens to get these people to release him, and they did, because Grey's Anatomy said it's important to have your Flash. Justin Chambers. All right. Man, no turning on the lights again. That was weird. All right, so let's start out with, because this is a unique look, and I'm thinking that there was some anime aspects to it. It was kind of a hybrid. What James, Jay, and Phil, what was the sensibility behind the look of the film?
Well, Phil was coming off Young Justice, which, you know, had a huge fan following. So I thought it'd be fun to make him do totally the opposite design style. So, no, we're both fans of anime, and Our studio that did this wonderful animation was Studio 4C from Japan, and they do wonderful things. And we said, well, let's challenge them. Let's give them different designs than we normally would. Let's push ourselves, and that was the thought behind it. And I think they did a wonderful job, and particularly for the kind of scenes we had in this movie, it was pretty hardcore. I think you'll agree. And I think they did a great job with it, and I think the look suits it.
Yeah, I think, just to add to what James is saying, we really did want to play to the strengths of the studio. So I've gotten questions about why we didn't specifically adapt the look from the comics. And while that's a great look, not every comic book artist style translates particularly well to animation. We have to judge that based on, also the studios that we're working with. So knowing that we were working with the brilliant Studio 4C in Japan, we decided to, add these anime inflections that we felt would lend themselves to the world of Flashpoint, which is an extremely dark and sort of twisted version of the DCU. So, we brought in influences like Kawajiri-san and Yutaka-san, who did Vampire Hunter D, stuff like that. Things that we just thought, Ninja Scroll stuff, things that we thought would really lend themselves well to the world of Flashpoint to get that more pushed and exaggerated look that we were going for.
I just wanted it to look cool. That was all. I went to Phil's office and I was like, hey, we just finished YJ. Let's do something a little different. And a lot of the added cameos were things that I added because we had designed them for my show, episode 8 in first season of Young Justice, the Atlantis episode. And that's right. And we never used the characters again. And so when we came to this, when we started to work together, I told Phil, and I cleared it with James too. I'm like, hey, can we use Black Mana? And let's throw in, Calder and Tula. And then, of course, Phil's like, why don't we throw in Garth if we're going to do that? So, of course, you see Garth.
Yeah, and we had a little fun with that. That was sort of our homage to Double Dragon or the Crimson Twins from G.I. Joe. They're sort of opposites, little thing going on there. But yeah, no, Jay knew I couldn't say no to, he would just dump all these cameos on my desk. And, he knows I can't say no to adding these characters in because they're all just so much fun to draw. So we really had a blast. I mean, we did our best. We always try to do our best with the DC lore and the tradition in the DC universe. But with this one, we really felt like we could push it because we had this wonderful studio that was backing us up in Japan.
By the way, here comes water. Water getting delivered. Keep going. Thank you. We've been giving them out red and light. Thank you. If you don't clap, we'll come to each one of you with the water. By the way, contrary to usual, we actually got the folks to hold off doing a digital for purchase sale until this movie started showing here, so you guys could really be the first. So it's on sale right now, available. Go back to your hotel room, purchase or download. It's there. Jim, what's the best part or the toughest part of translating Jeff Johns to film?
I think it's the idea that if I did it wrong, I would never work again. You know what? It was an embarrassment of riches that I started working on this. During Green Lantern, so it wasn't a full comic book yet. I would just get the pages, the script pages, and the pencils, and it was overwhelming to read it all at once. And then, okay, what are you going to keep? What are you going to lose? And it was very challenging. You just had to pick the things that had to be there, and then squeeze in as many as you could. Otherwise,
Tommy. He lets us call him Tommy. I love that. What are the joys of playing villain?
I mean, a great bad guy makes the good guys better. Yeah. This is my first animated experience. Not my first bad guy, but I didn't really think he was a bad guy. But I tell you what, the best death scene in animated history, the bullet through the head, man, I love that.
that shot was lovingly rendered by our producer, James Tucker. He took extra care with that shot.
There are several of you on the panel that are basically animation rookies. What was it like coming into the booth for the first time? Justin, Tommy, Sam?
It hurt at first.
I personally was so excited. You know, my dad's done the voice of Superman for over 10 years. He's somewhere in the audience back here.
Here's Big Dave. Get out of the way. Okay, leave him alone now. He wants to watch the panel.
But so I was so excited just to be able to, you know, give voice to Superman, and to, you know, the fact that my dad had already done it, and to keep it in the family was so exciting, and to get to work with such incredible actors and Andrea Romano and such a great team. It was really an honor.
Justin, so was it a fun experience?
Yeah, it was great. I was really, really grateful to do it, and Andrea was a huge help. I just followed her lead, and you know, to get to work with a great cast like this is a big honor. I'm a huge fan of yours. Some of the films you've done are great, great, great movies. And you know, it was different. It was interesting. I did have a sore throat for about 2 days because of the. I guess you can train that, and I didn't. But it was well worth my while, and I'm just happy to be here and look at all these. Wow, a lot of people in this room.
Kerry, you're the veteran on the dais here, and you actually got to record with